Ahoy, niños! Hand over all of your valuables or get thrown overboard. You oppose the true natural order. You must be stopped before it is too late. Hello, 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 and welcome to Handelabra Games' Dolphins Dive, the Sentinels-minded strategy stream. No, the strategy-minded Sentinels stream. That's the proper order of words for that sentence. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow all of us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LewDolphin21, on YouTube if you search for LewDolphin or /user/Saparogo, or on Twitch I'm just LewDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. So, how's it going, peeps? We have some discussion in here about chastise and its different verbiage between the physical game and the video game, and I didn't even know there was a difference. Oh, might not be a second edition thing. I know the original second edition, or the original Fnatic cards, did not specify you had to take damage. I guess the wording was Fnatic has to deal herself 3 radiant damage to keep this card in play or something. I don't know, but yeah, if Fnatic does not take damage this way, if no damage is dealt this way. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is an important distinction, because you could redirect that damage via, you know, Extreme Prime Wardens, which would certainly make sense. Speaking of the Extreme Prime Wardens, I don't have... Well, I am a beta tester. I do have access to them. I don't believe I have the green light to play with them today. I'm not actually using the beta version for these streams. So if you're hoping to see some Extreme Prime Wardens action tonight, you are not going to be able to do that. But you might be able to play the Extreme Prime Wardens yourself someday. Maybe. Okay. The Naturalist is starting with Blend Into the Pack, Cornered Beast, Feral Fury, and Primal Charge. Omnitron-X is starting with Ablative Coating, Focused Plasma Cannon, Gaussian Coil Blaster, or Gaussian if you prefer that, and Resets. Mr. Fixer starts with Dual Crowbars, Harmony, Meditation, and Tire Iron. And Termi-Nation Unity is starting with a Modular Workbench, Raptorbot, Robot Reclamation, and Supply Crate. So, La Capitan, Villain, Time Corsair. Setup. At the start of the game, La Capitan enters play Time Corsair side up. La Paradaha Magnifica is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more cards under this card, La Capitan flips. Whenever a hero card is destroyed by a villain card, it is placed under this card. At the end of the villain turn, La Capitan deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 projectile damage. Challenge. Timeless Crew. We are playing Challenge, La Capitan. At the start of the game, cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 4 crew cards are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Whenever La Capitan flips, the crew card with the highest HP in the villain trash is moved into play. So, it's La Capitan in Time Cataclysm. Very thematic, I think. If she flips, she becomes split across time. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, each villain target regains X HP, where X equals the number of cards under this card. Whenever La Capitan will be dealt damage, a card from under this card is moved to the appropriate trash. If this happens, the damage is prevented. At the end of the villain turn, if there are no cards under this card, La Capitan flips. So, let's see what happens. La Paradaha Magnifica. El Relico Time Shipo. Okay, I don't know Spanish that well. Sorry. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. The one thing I do know about Spanish is it doesn't actually have the SH sound, so instead of time ship, they would say time cheap, because they have CH, but they don't have SH, so they don't really know how to enunciate the SH. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. At the start of the villain turn, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. And our 4 crews are Siege Breaker, Crew, Cavalier. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 2 irreducible fire damage each. We have the amazing Mabel! Yeah! Crew Acrobat. This card is immune to melee damage. At the end of the villain turn, destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card. At the start of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Ooh, extra card plays. Always fun. True Shot. Crew Amazon. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 projectile damage. Whenever a hero card is played, this card regains 3 HP. Very difficult to get rid of True Shot. And Le Piste, Crew Musketeer. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP X energy damage, where X equals the number of hero, ongoing, and equipment cards in play. Pretty tame to start out with Le Piste, at least, because Le Piste powers up when you power up. Raiding Party. One shot. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until 3 crew cards are revealed. Put them into play, discard the other revealed cards, destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card. Yeah, 4 crews wasn't enough. Let's get 3 more. Battleforged. Crew Viking. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 4 energy damage. Whenever damage dealt by this card destroys a target, play the top card of the villain deck. Chip. Crew Flying Ace. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. Seems like there's an echo in here. And Final Breath. Crew Ronin. Increased damage dealt by this card to targets with 10 or fewer HP by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 toxic damage. In fact, those are all the crews, because the deck is now empty. All together now! One shot. La Capitan deals the hero target with the highest HP X lightning damage, where X equals the number of crew cards in play plus 1 maximum damage. If La Paradoja Magnifica is in the trash, put it into play. Huh, no, it's not. Why would things be in the trash? Everything's in play. Who's considered to have the highest HP? Well, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because we're going to get a bunch of damage to the highest HP. Oh, I guess there was a difference. Walk the Plank. One shot. La Capitan deals the hero character card with the highest HP 3 projectile damage. The hero dealt damage this way cannot use powers until the start of the villain turn. So, sorry Unity, you're not using powers. Well, doesn't really matter who's the highest HP because they're all going to get hit. Damage, 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 damage. All right. We finished the first villain turn. Hope you're getting ready for the viewer's choice game, because... All right. Well, Cornered Beast is interesting, because there are certainly 9 non-hero targets and 4 hero targets in play. But... let's see, blend into the pack, we don't have environment targets. Primal Charge doesn't do anything with no icons in play. Feral Fury probably want to hold on to until we have the Crocodile, which we almost certainly want. But unless we can get rid of Mabel, we're going to be getting rid of one of our ongoing or equipment cards right away. So is there something we can do about Mabel? Fixer would love to hit her with dual crowbars, but that's melee damage. Unity would love to put a bot into play, but can't. I mean, I guess we could potentially reveal something with Omnitron-X that might help us. Maybe. Well, I have to put cards out at some point. I'm just gonna put Cornered Beast out, and then I'm gonna get my Crocodile out. And now I have a bunch of damage dealing potential. I'm gonna start with a reset. Maybe we'll get something that will be useful. Technological advancement. That's sort of useful. If only this were Omnitron-U, then I could put a card into play that Mabel would destroy, and then Omnitron-U would hit Mabel. Let's see, there's a bunch of energy damage. The Piste goes after the highest, who's the Naturalist, of course. This is the lowest. Capitan is projectile, Siege Breaker is irreducible fire, Chip is projectile. So when I said there's a lot of energy, I meant that they have a lot of energy in dealing us a lot of varied damage types. And that's what I meant by a lot of energy. Toxic, projectile. And it's also varying between highest and lowest. I don't even know if it's wise to put a plating out. Doesn't seem like it's wise to put a component out either, because it's going to get destroyed, because Omnitron's certainly going to be dealt 5 or more damage in a single round. So I think I'm going to go with the basic projectile and toxic. Potentially. I mean, Chip does projectile. At least. So now, whose card would probably help us the most? I feel like Omnitron has the most AoE potential. Naturalist doesn't have AoE. Unity would have AoE, except it's based on the number of golems in play. So I think I want to do Jerk Omnitron. Gaussian Coil Blaster. Whatever. Put it in play. Whatever. Disruptive Flechettes! There we are! There we go, that word. Alright, Tire Iron changes Fixer's damage to projectile, so it would hit Mabel, but it wouldn't do enough to take out Mabel. I think dual crowbars is the way to go, and hope that we can keep it in play. I mean, certainly there's only one ongoing destruction, or one ongoing equipment destruction, unless she plays a card that destroys the number of cards based on the number of crews in play, which is very likely. Well, we'll put the crowbars out. So, certainly the two biggest priorities are Mabel, which we can't hit, and the ship, which we can hit. And obviously we want to win against Capitan someday, but we have a lot of these crews just sitting here. So which of these is the worst? I mean, Unity doesn't like Battleforged, but Unity can't get golems out for the time being. Chip is at least consistent damage dealing. Final Breath goes after the lowest with a damage increase. I'm gonna hit Final Breath. And then we'll do the big hit on the ship. And then get Pipe Wrench. So I'm gonna put Supply Crate out. I'm powering up La Piste, but that's okay. If I can keep the Supply Crate out, I can draw 2 cards. Surprise shopping trip! Anomaly. Whenever a card enters play, deal each target 1 melee damage. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Oh boy! Well, the good news is this is gonna hit the crew a lot. A motley crew. 1 shot. Shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards from the top until 2 crew cards are revealed. Put them into play. Put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. Play the top card of the villain deck. Thankfully, there are no crews in the trash. But we are getting a bunch of 1 damages. Unfortunately, Mabel is somehow able to acrobat her way out of the way of the surprise shopping trip. Temporal Thief, 1 shot. Put the top card of each hero deck under La Capitan's villain character card. La Capitan deals each hero target 1 psychic damage. Does this count as a card entering play if they're put under her? It's Black Friday. With Spite, it's always a Black Friday. Okay, no, they are not entering play. They're just put under her. Alright, so that's the first card play. Gaussian Coil Blaster has successfully been destroyed. Captain's Orders, ongoing. At the end of the villain turn, the villain target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 melee damage. Seems better for the heroes. At least Omnitron isn't taking the damage. we have that going for us. But Mabel and Siegebreaker are unaffected by this. Raiding party. We've already got all the crews. Destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card. Well, we're gonna lose something. And we're gonna lose a second thing too. Spite loves to advertise his favorite drink, Sprite. Oh man, Sprite, Agent of Gloom. That puts a new spin on things. Alright, the card that's destroyed is gonna go underneath her. And we're gonna lose 2 of these. So if I destroy the crocodile, that's not good because I won't be able to get it back. If I destroy Cornered Beast, we lose one of Naturalist's +1s. He does have one from Deadly Crocodile itself, but we would certainly like to be able to take advantage of the fact. So there is a nice thing happening right now in that La Capitan's deck is empty. So if I successfully destroy, like, as many crews as possible. Oh, she's gonna flip right away is the problem. But if we can get all these crews and the ship in the trash before she shuffles her trash into her deck, then we won't see them come back for a while. Like, getting rid of the ship now is pretty good, although it's very likely to just happen by the surprise shopping trip. So it would be wise to try to keep +1s. However, dual crowbars is also a good +1. We don't need supply crate. I guess supply crate can go. Damage. I guess the other question is who's going to even survive to be able to do anything? Alright, so we're on Mabel's turn. So next is True Shot. True Shot is going after Naturalist or Unity. And then Battle Forged is going to go after Fixer. So I don't think Fixer's going to last long. Chip's going to go after Naturalist or Unity. Final Breath is going to go after Fixer. Alright, Fixer's not lasting. We can take him out. Bye, Mr. Fixer. Guess he couldn't fix her after all. So now, put an equipment card and a hero trash into play. One player may draw a card, destroy an ongoing card. So we could destroy Captain's Orders. I forgot about Captain's Orders, but that didn't change anything. So. This is fun. Alright, well, this is good. Damage. This might turn into the Omnitron-X show. But now I can do 4 points of damage. So let's throw the bunch on the ship, and then there's toxic damage that we can throw on Mabel. So now Crocodile would let me do melee damage, which wouldn't take out Mabel, or I could just destroy her. Or I could put the Formidable Rhinoceros into play, and then have a damage reduction, because there's kind of a lot of damage from Surprise Shopping Trip. So do I just outright destroy Mabel, or do I try to keep the Naturalist alive? Rust in peace. Now that Fixer's gone, all of his tools are rusting! I guess we do have projectile damage with disruptive flechettes. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Search my deck. So now Naturalist has a -1. Unity's probably not gonna last. But neither will most of these crews. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, Indomitable Force. So, yeah, I have to play the Disruptive Flechettes before things happen. I can't play Technological Advancement and then play Disruptive Flechettes. And then we can destroy Captain's orders. And I'm not going to destroy those, are you kidding me? And alright, now the ship's gone, and Mabel's gone, and some of the crew are gone. Okay. So again, what do I do? How many Unity cards are under here? If I take out Unity... I don't think that's a wise idea, but she won't flip if we incap Unity. That would be a funny thing to try to do. What do you guys think? I could reveal the top card of Unity's deck. We might get a Golem. We also might not get a Golem. Oh, and that +1 effect is only if he's a crocodile, so a Naturalist doesn't have his +1. So I'm thinking we're going to do Jerk Omnitron-X again. Self-sabotage. We don't have components. And we don't have any damage buffs. I could put it into play just so Surprise Shopping Trip goes off, though. Which would be funny. True Shot reacts to hero cards being played, so she wouldn't take this damage. Bring Debbie back. Do we have any equipments in Unity's trash? Nope. Do we have equipments here? Yeah, we do have the Gaussian Coil Blaster. Ah! Draw a card. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll make it more likely that we can get rid of Battleforged. Actually, yeah, we can get rid of Battleforged. So, Gaussian Coil Blaster. A good hasty augment. If I modular Workbench, I mean, this is basically sacrifice Unity. I'm not going to be able to sacrifice her before Capitan's next turn now. So we still have Siegebreaker. Siegebreaker does irreducible fire damage. True Shot does projectile, which Omnitron reduces. Battleforged goes after the lowest, which will almost certainly be Unity. If I put out Raptorbot, he's going to destroy Raptorbot, and then they'll play another card, so I don't want that to happen. Currently, the villain with the highest HP is... It's not saying what it is. Okay. It's the crew with the highest, right? Yes. So it's not the ship. That's good news. Final Breath is at 11, and that's the highest. So Final Breath is coming back, and he also deals damage to the lowest. Oh, but Battleforged is going out anyway. Okay, so I could maybe sacrifice Unity, because like Final Breath is going to try to take out Unity anyway. If I put Raptorbot out, Final Breath will take out Raptorbot, but Unity would be spared. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll try. Prison Break is the worst card ever. The annoying thing about Chairman is that he gets a card play, and then the operative puts a Chairman from the deck into play, and then, or the operative, yeah, no, operative puts an underboss, sorry, don't know what I just said, but it sounded weird. The operative puts an underboss into play. The underboss pulls a thug from the trash and puts it into play. So on a standard Chairman turn, you're getting at least 3 card plays, which is what makes the game suck. And then if you get a Prison Break, you get up to 5 card plays from the trash, and each of those 5 cards pulls a card from the trash, so there's like up to 10 extra card plays. None of these are equipments, and none of these, if I discard Raptorbot, I'm not putting Raptorbot into play, so let's lose the Reclaim. So unfortunately, I can't really do much with Raptorbot. Raptorbot's just my meat shield. I could hit True Shot and maybe the environment could take out True Shot. But is there anything that does 3 damage to something? I don't think so. There's a bunch of 1 damages. Rushing Hallway does a lot, but it's the start of the villain turn. I don't really think so. Because if I'd only want to hit True Shot if I could take out True Shot, but since it's kind of hard to do that, I think it's just, I mean, Siegebreaker sucks, but I'm just gonna hit Capitan. Because we have to win, you know? Tendrils of Madness. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the target with the highest HP 1 infernal damage. Increase damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of the environment turn. Okay. So now we got Battleforged as expected. But hey, your deck shuffled. Oh hey, Amazing Mabel! You've returned! I was hoping to not see you for a while. Oh, Battleforged. Oh, because I destroyed Battleforged, and then Battleforged was the highest. Right! Order of Operations. And then Final Breath, and then Chip, and then the Peast. Destroy a card. I don't even know what's going to happen now. Okay. We're on Raiding Party. Final Breath is going to take out either Unity or Naturalist. I guess Naturalist has damage reduction. Chip is going to fail to hit Omnitron. So there is still hope. But no, wait, no. Never mind. We are on her play. No, we are on her end of turn. What are... Oh, no. Battleforged. Oh, this is Battleforged's play. So then a Mabel's gonna go off, so we're gonna lose 2 of these cards. So that doesn't really change much. Mabel's gonna destroy something, Raiding Party's destroying something. We don't have a Golem in hand, so I'm going to lose Modular Workbench at least, plus Unity's likely to go. Oh man, Cornered Beast, I would like to be able to exploit the +1, but currently I don't think there's much use for it. I could spare Unity, or I could put Naturalist at 1. What are Unity's in caps? Use a power to destroy an ongoing card, reduce damage dealt to non-character cards by 2. That doesn't seem useful. I want to deal damage to Cruz. You don't have HP recovery, do you? Unity could put Raptor Bot back out, is what she basically can do. She could hasty augment someone. I don't know how we're getting out of this. I'm gonna do this. I honestly don't know what to do. I can deal 2 damage. It's melee damage, so it won't hit Maple. Reduce damage dealt to Naturalist. Redirect damage to other hero targets to Naturalist. Seems nice, except Siegebreaker does irreducible damage. And then the other effects will still go off. Feral Fury is going to do 2 melee, so same as Primal Charge. Blend into the pack is a damage reduction. So I have 2 damage reducers, 1 that redirects to Naturalist, and I have 2 damage dealers of 2 melee damage. If I change forms, I don't get to do anything. If I use my if I use my Rhino power, I draw 2 cards, but then I still die. The Beast is gonna do 3 damage to Omnitron. Try parlay. What we need is Jack Sparrow. That's Captain. Captain Jack Sparrow. I honestly don't know. Like Omnitron, we have Gaussian Coil Blaster. It's gonna do 1 damage to 3 targets. Whoop-dee-doo. Hey, Freda. Welcome to the stream. This is an unusual place to find me, isn't it? Freddy is someone from my own personal channel who's brought here because he's a Sentinels fan. So hey, say hi to Freddy, guys. Actually, it's Freda. His name's actually Freda, but literally everyone else but me calls him Freda. Or everyone but me calls him Freddy, but he says it's Freda. So I'm pretty sure that is some conspiracy to make Lude sound like an idiot when he says Freda. Let's see. So all those components do stuff at the start of the turn, and my technological advancement is going to do either put out a new plating or do stuff at the start of the turn. So Omnitron's not doing much. And then Unity can put a Raptor Bot out and can hasty augment or brainstorm. So there's not really much that I can do. I can try to get rid of Capitan's cards underneath her. I'm going to do that. The name of the game is Flip Capitan again. I don't know. Oh, wait. Or no, yeah, Raptor Bot is in the trash. I don't know what these cards are. One of them is a B-Bot. That's the B-Bot. Okay. And I'm gonna draw cards. We got the Nimble Gazelle and Shifter's Strength, and a Feral Fury. Okay, so let's get rid of one of her cards. And since this is not melee damage, I can hit Mabel. And Battleforged, you are evil. Okay. So I'm gonna put out the Focus Plasma Cannon. And I'm gonna reveal the top card of Unity's deck. We get a Brainstorm. So we get Stealth Bot. And then this is Lightning, so I can hit Capitan. Move that. And then this is Lightning, so I can hit Mabel. And Battleforged. Bear in mind when she flips, she's going to put a crew into play. Oh no, I guess there are no crews in the trash actually. But if I destroy a crew, she's gonna put that back into play. Is there an equipment in a trash? There's not there. Naturalist lacks those. Unity has a supply crate and a modular workbench. Okay, sure. We'll put the supply crate into play. Get a flash forge. And we shall destroy supply crate to draw a B-bot and a volatile parts. It's like construction pylons don't even exist. Well, if I had actually put a modular workbench into my hand, I could put Stealth Bot out, and Stealth Bot might make it so someone could potentially maybe entertain the possibility of maybe being able to maybe kind of sort of survive. Alright, I'm gonna hasty augment. I'm gonna hasty augment Omnitron to reveal the top card of Unity's deck. We're gonna do this. Get a Flash Forge. Sure, we'll put that in play. Now I don't have to get Raptor Bot out. I could put Platform Bot out if I discard Platform Bot. I could put Stealth Bot out if I discard Stealth Bot. Right, I could have used Flash Forge to put Stealth Bot in the trash and then do that. No, who wants to do that? That's silly. Well, I'm just gonna put all these golems in the trash. Yeah. Let's get my construction pylon. Let's get my Swift Bot. Let's get a Cryobot. And then let's think long and hard about this decision. No, I can't. I don't want to destroy Mabel because then Mabel will just come back. I don't want to kill anyone here. Or do I want to do that? Do I want to... I'll put Stealth Bot out. Maybe kind of, sort of, possibly surviving for one more round. Marsquake. Anomaly. At the end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 melee damage. At the start of the environment turn, destroy 1 villain ongoing card, 1 hero ongoing card, and 1 environment card. Alright. Well, at least that hit Capitan. Sub-Zero Atmosphere, yeah, is very situational. I like playing it when I know it can safely be destroyed. Let's save Naturalist. Like, you don't want to destroy it on the villain turn, basically. Yes. Does it matter, really? Does it really matter? You think this is some kind of game? Alright, no HP was regained. That's a success. Temporal Thief? Huh, well, she's not flipping after all. But she's not dealing that damage. Nope, she is. Never mind, she has a +1. So we can save Naturalist. Whatever. Unity, you're dying. I tried so hard to save you, and all you want to do is die, you ungrateful creature. Captain's orders. Oh, well, Omnitron's things are getting destroyed. Omnitron survives. Naturalist doesn't. And Omnitron's gone. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop boop boop. Okay. Well, that wasn't the game I was hoping to have. If you ignore the whole La Capitan part of it and you just look at the heroes in the environment, could you maybe, like, think about what I was trying to do here? Could you maybe figure out, like, why I had Naturalist and Omnitron and Mr. Fixer and Termi-Nation Unity and Time Cataclysm? Is there something about these decks in combination that probably could have been cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out what that point was to that. I mean, that game was certainly fixed, so it was always going to end that way. Alright, well, that takes us to the second game of the night, and as loyal viewers and regulars are aware of, that is the viewer's choice with some fancy graphic someday. I mean, we had a fancy graphic. The fancy graphic on the old layout was this, viewer's choice! Except I've not actually incorporated it to this one because I'm hoping to try to do something fancy and I'm too lazy to do that. It took me like 3 months to get from this layout to this layout, so. Yeah. So yeah, it was fixed point, and obviously, like, Naturalist and Mr. Fixer and Omnitron-X are the most obvious candidates for fixed point shenanigans, but I thought that Termi-Nation Unity at least had something interesting potentially. Like one of her she already has construction pylon that says put 2 golems into play and destroy this card. Well, that can't happen if cards are indestructible, so you could at least get 2 golems for free. But also, destroying a mechanical golem and shuffling it into your deck can't happen if that golem is indestructible. But you can still move a golem from your trash into play for free, so that was what I was sort of hoping to pull off, except apparently Challenge Capitan is terrible. So don't play Challenge La Capitan. So many villain possibilities that you can choose to play as long as it's not Challenge La Capitan. Alright. So, it's viewer's choice. So, as viewer's choice goes, I ask questions to the chat, one by one, and I've been settling on the same order. I start with solo or team villain, and then if it's team, then I ask whether it's 3, 4, or 5, because then it's immediately relevant. Otherwise, I ask villain or villains one by one. Then I ask the heroes. At that point, I ask for 3, 4, or 5 if it's needed. And then the hero team. Then I ask for the environment. And lastly, I ask for the difficulty. And I make sure that we're well informed as to the variants of the heroes, so you know what powers are accessible, and the difficulties available to each villain, so that we don't automatically just say ultimate because it's Dolphins dive. So, with that, I now say, oh, and by the way, the answer that wins is the one that gets 2 votes. All right, with that said, are we playing solo or team? 2 votes solo. We are playing another solo match tonight. So we have these too many villains. Too many villains. Who are we facing tonight? Choose the villain. 1 vote chairman. I feel like this is probably expected given the previous discussions. 1 vote Wager Master, 1 vote Boss, 1 vote Kaargra, 2 votes Kaargra. Out of nowhere, Kaargra Warfang with the snipe. Alright, we're playing Kaargra Warfang. We're going to figure out her difficulty later, but first we're going to choose the hero team. So, how many heroes are going to combat Kaargra in her Coliseum? 1 vote 3. 1 vote 5, 1 vote 4, 1 vote or 2 votes 5. We're playing a full 5-hero match. Oh my gosh! All right, here are the heroes. Lots of heroes. We'll take a moment to just scan the board. I'll do this a little more slower. That's bad English. But these are the heroes. Some of them you probably have seen if you've played the base game. Some of these are available in expansions. I'm sure a lot of the regulars have played all of these heroes to some effect. But maybe not everyone here is a regular, and we shouldn't just assume blindly that everyone knows everything about everything. Alright, so choose hero number 1. 1 vote Legacy, 1 vote Guise, 1 vote Skyscraper, 1 vote Night Mist. 2 votes Guise. Sanvar gets us the Guise vote that we love. So we're playing Guise. His base power, draw a card or play a card, how to choose. Also, Guise deals 1 target, 1 melee damage, but who? Only 1 variant is available on the digital game thus far. It's Gift Miss time! Power. Put the top card of each hero deck face down in their play area. Power. One player may flip all face down cards in their play area, treating them as if they were just put into play. So, are we gonna play base or Santa, guys? 1 vote Santa, 1 vote base, 2 votes Santa. It's an early Christmas. Christmas time is here in the Coliseum, wherever it be. Alright, choose hero, and reminder that if you're going to choose the same hero as your previous vote, try to mix up the typing, because if you just use the same text as your previous vote, our previous chat entry, then Twitch is going to yell at you for saying the same thing twice in 5 minutes or something. So put a kappa, put a smiley, put an exclamation point, Setback, Scholar, Tempest, Absolute Zero, Skyscraper. That's not an absolute zero. All right, we has an absolute zero. So, absolute zero's base power. Absolute zero deals himself either 1 cold damage or 1 fire damage. If you're new to this game, you might wonder why a power involves hitting himself. And if you ever see absolute zero played, you'll figure out why that's a cool power. But maybe you just like dealing a set number of damage to a single target. Absolute Zero deals 1 non-hero target 2 cold damage. Doesn't need to deal himself damage, he can just deal damage to someone else freely. Changes up how you play him. Or maybe you like playing risky. Maybe, just maybe, you like saying to people, until the end of your next turn, I'm going to deal 2 more damage, but you're also going to deal me 2 more damage. Increase all damage dealt to and by Absolute Zero by 2. So we have base, Elemental Wrath, or also known as Freedom 6, and Termi-Nation. So base, Freedom 6, or Termi-Nation, Absolute Zero. 2 votes, Freedom 6. Playing Freedom 6, guys. Absolute Zero deals 1 non-hero target 2 cold damage. Have I ever dealt infinite damage with Raw and Absolute Zero in Time Cataclysm? I have not. I've not gotten around to doing that, but I do know that you can make Absolute Zero have negative infinity HP and deal infinity HP damage based on how long you're willing to have Absolute Zero deal himself fire damage via Imbued Fire and Isothermic Transducer. Alright, so choose hero number 3. We're playing to 5, right? A whole base of, or a whole team of 5? Yes, we're playing with 5. 2 votes Skyscraper. And Skyscraper has no variants, but she does have 3 character cards. Normal is draw 2 cards. Tiny is play out the 2 link cards, and we put either 1 link card from play or 2 link cards from your trash into your hand. And huge, Skyscraper deals each non-hero target 2 sonic damage and each hero target 0 sonic damage. Alright, choose hero number 4. There's the enter key. That was hard. Legacy Fanatic Legacy. The common hero. Base power. Until the start of your next turn, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1. But maybe that's a little too OP. Maybe you want something a little more vanilla, like Legacy deals 1 target 3 energy damage. Still one of the best base damage dealing powers. Usually it's 2 damage, Legacy gets 3 damage, or maybe you just like shenanigans. 1 hero regains 1 HP and may use a power. So we have Finest, we have Newest, we have Greatest. So base, Newest, or Greatest. Legacy. Base, Newest, Greatest, Newest. We're playing Newest. That's not Legacy. We're playing Newest. Alright. And now the last hero. Cosmic, Setback, Scholar, Scholar. Alright, Scholar's here. Just chill, guys. We got this. We have the Scholar. Base power. The Scholar regains 1 HP. Or Channel. The Scholar deals himself and 1 target X infernal damage, where X equals the number of cards you have discarded since the end of your last turn plus 1. Base or Infinite Scholar? 2 votes Infinite. Or maybe Infinite votes for 2. Alright, we're playing Scholar of the Infinite. So that is our hero team. Kaargra Warfang against Santa Guise. Freedom 6, Absolute Zero, Skyscraper, America's Newest Legacy, and Scholar of the Infinite. We have 2 remaining questions. Where is this match, and how hard is this match? So these are the environments. Going from Block, Court of Blood, Dokthorath Capital, up to Time Cataclysm, Tomb of Anubis, and Wagner Mars Base. Lots of possible places for this Coliseum to be placed. Choose the environment. Adam Metamyers, Enclave of the Endlings, Unlimited Power. I'm not sure if that is a reference to an environment, but then you have a vote after that for Madame Mittermeiers. We seem to be fond of Madame Mittermeiers in Viewer's Choice, and understandably so. It's a rather fun environment. Rather tricky, but rather fun. Alright. So now, difficulties. So there's of course the base. And if you don't know how Kaargra Warfang works, she has a Coliseum. She's not a target. The object of the game is to get 20 favor points. Her advanced rule on her front side, at the end of the villain turn, 2 tokens are added to the Bloodsworn favor pool, meaning that they get 2 free points. So that makes it easier for them to win and gain favor. On their flip side, at the end of the villain turn, the top 2 cards of the title deck are revealed and put in her Kaargra Warfang. I don't know why that S is wrapped. Character card with their effects still visible. So she gets free titles. Titles are extra effects that you win by doing certain actions. On the advanced rules on her flip side, she gets them for free. And a challenge rule, if you don't want to play advanced but you want to play challenge, whenever a gladiator card enters play, the top card of the title deck is revealed and put under that gladiator card with the effects still visible. So it's sort of the reverse challenge or reverse advanced rule, except it triggers when a gladiator enters play, and the title deck or the top card of the title deck is put under that gladiator. So the gladiator gets the title, and yeah. Or we could make this super hard and do advanced and challenge, also known as ultimate. We have standard, we have advanced, we have challenge, we have ultimate. So choose the difficulty. 2 votes standard. Alright, we're being really nice to Lude today. Normally you all want me to be ultimate, but we don't even have any ultimate votes. We have standard Kaargra Warfang against Santa Guise, Freedom 6 Absolute Zero, Skyscraper, America's Newest Legacy, and a Scholar of the Infinite, and Madame Mittermeiers from the Fantastical Festival of Conundrums and Curiosities. Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. Ho, ho, ho! I've got presents for everyone! Some of the presents are punches! Alright. Santa Guise is starting with best card ever! Say cheese! Yeah, I'm that, I'm that guy. 2 of those. Absolute Zero has Cold Snap, Isothermic Transducer, Onboard Module Installation, and Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Skyscraper has an Aggression Modulator, not really useful in this environment, Catch a Ride, Compulsion Canister, and Linking Intrusion. America's Newest Legacy has 2 Inspiring Presences. I guess he didn't want Guise to be the only one to have presence, so he has his own presence. Next Evolution and the Legacy Ring. Scholar of the Infinite has Bring What You Need, Flesh to Iron, Keep Moving, and Solid to Liquid. Interesting. So, Kaargra Warfang, there's going to be a bunch of reading in this game. Villain, Bloodsworn Master. Setup. At the start of the game, Kaargra Warfang enters play Bloodsworn Master side up. The Bloodsworn Coliseum card, Crowd's Favor card, and Title die are put into the play area. Into the play area? Oh, I guess they're not in the villain play area. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 1 gladiator card is revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are no gladiator cards in play, Kaargra Warfang flips. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. And if she flips, and she's very likely to flip, Villain, Eager Combatant. Notice that on her front side, she's not a target. On her back side, she is a target with 40 HP. Gameplay. When flipped to the side, Kaargra Warfang's maximum HP is 40. Kaargra Warfang is restored to 40 HP. The heroes cannot win the game. I wanted to win the game. When Kaargra Warfang would be destroyed, any title cards under her character card are destroyed and she flips instead. At the end of the villain turn, Kaargra Warfang deals the hero target with the highest HP 5 melee damage, and the hero target with the second highest HP 4 melee damage. Then the top card of the villain deck is played. This is an example of a villain that you don't want to play Sub-Zero Atmosphere in because she plays a card at the end of her turn, and if she plays a card to destroy Sub-Zero Atmosphere, then she plays another card. Bloodsworn Coliseum. Play the top card of the title deck whenever any of these things occur, at the start of the villain turn or whenever a target is destroyed. Whenever a title card is discarded or destroyed, shuffle it into the title deck. Whenever a target leaves play, move any title cards not under a target back to this area. This card and the crowd's favorite card are indestructible. This card, the crowd's favorite card, and title cards are not hero, villain, or environment cards. We'll see a lot of titles. There are 10 of them up for grabs over the course of the game. And then, crowd's favor. Put one token, I'm going to summarize this. Put one token in one of their pools whenever one of them deals 2 or more damage at once to multiple of the other guys in a single turn, or a target deals a target of the opposite side, not counting the environment. Environment is separate from this. The environment has no favor pool. Target deals an opposing target 4 or more damage at once. A target destroys an opposing target, or a target gains a title card and they get a favor point in their corresponding side. If the hero favor pool ever has 20 tokens in it, the heroes win. If the Bloodsworn favor pool ever has 20 tokens in it, the heroes lose. And if Kaargra is on her flip side and we get 20 favor, we don't win because we can't win until she flips. Any questions? No? Good. Alright. Dimkarn the Fearless, Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 3 lightning damage each. Whenever this card is dealt damage, this card becomes immune to damage for the rest of the current turn. Title, Chaos Lord. Title. When a player plays 3 cards in one turn, put this card under that player's hero character card, covering everything above this line. The first time this target is dealt damage each turn, play the bottom card of their deck. Alright. Fickle Fans, one shot, move 5 tokens from the favor pool with the most tokens to the favor pool with the fewest tokens. If both pools have the same number of tokens, each target deals itself 1 psychic damage. So, we're tied at 0. And Provocator Tarnus, a Gladiator. The first time a villain target other than this card will be dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to this card. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. So we don't really have too many exciting Gladiators right now. That's okay. There could be worse things. But it's the legacy, I'd say. Okay. So the title in play is Chaos Lord. So thankfully, since this entered play, it can't be put onto a villain target. There's 2 titles that villain targets can only get if they cheat. Namely by advanced or challenge rules, or by a one-shot that does that. But thankfully this is in play. It can only be put onto us at this point. And if we can get someone to play 3 cards in one turn, that would be great. Guise can currently play 2 cards. Maybe. No. Or he can play best card ever. He could then play Say Cheese. Unfortunately, there will be no target with 5 or fewer HP, so he can't play another card. But maybe best card ever will draw a card that can then do something. Absolute Zero with his onboard module installation could potentially draw another onboard module installation and then could play 3 cards. Skyscraper could Linking Incursion to get 2 links, and then could put 2 links into play, so Skyscraper can very easily get Chaos Lord. Legacy's unlikely to ever see a Chaos Lord. And Scholar of the Infinite can't, unless he had multiple Keep Movings. So, Skyscraper can definitely get it, Guise maybe could get it, Absolute Zero is unlikely to get it. So the question becomes, do we just want Skyscraper to get it? Skyscraper could get it. Skyscraper likes playing cards. So we'll go ahead and let Skyscraper get it. But do I want Guise to play the best card ever right now? It's sort of weird playing a game like this because you don't really necessarily need to deal damage to win the game. I mean, certainly that gives us favor points, but dealing damage just for the sake of dealing damage, not always wise. Freda just lost the game. Oh man, I just lost the game. No! We just lost the game. I don't really know. Whatever, we'll do best card ever because I'll get cards anyway. And hey, I have gimmicky characters, so I could get Guise to get the thing. Gimmicky character does things and then he can play a card. And actually, if I discard the top card of every deck, that includes the title deck, which would then be put into play because if a card is discarded, it gets put into play, doesn't it? No, it gets shuffled. Never mind. What am I talking about? It will just get shuffled back into the title deck. Actually, I feel like I tried doing that before and it didn't actually pop up as an option, but whatever. I could do that just for Guise to get Chaos Lord, but I feel like Guise leading isn't really good. Because, like, certainly he'd be dealt damage on Kaargra's turn and could then play a random card, but then if it's an ongoing, it just destroys itself immediately. Sanvar would love Guise to have Chaos Lord, though, right? Alright, well, this is viewer's choice, so I'm actually going to type a question to chat. Who gets Chaos Lord? Guise or Skyscraper? You get to choose! Alright, Chief with Skyscraper. So Skyscraper's getting it, so I'm not going to bother with gimmicky character. I want to keep my word that I leave that to get my best card ever back. Do I want to high-five someone briefly? I mean, we could copy Inspiring Presence or something. Nah, we'll save those. I'm going to hold on to these cards. Sanvar votes Guise twice. Sanvar votes Guise thrice. Skyscraper has something to prove to Kaargra. And he can do that too. Okay. Well, onboard module. We get to Sub-Zero Atmosphere. We'll put a null point in hand. Now, I think there is a gladiator that does fire damage. Ashclaw does fire damage. And then that target can't deal damage once they're dealt fire damage. Okay. Terragon Rex does fire cold. Okay, that's cool. Or I could put Cold Snap out. Yeah, we'll put Cold Snap out. At least we'll do something immediately. And then I can use this. I'll go ahead and do this damage. I'm going to do damage for the sake of doing damage, right after saying I'm not going to do damage for the sake of doing damage. Alright, so I gotta use my Linking Incursion to get Skyscraper things. I have to play the cards revealed, right? So, when a player plays 3 cards. So Linking Incursion, and then Sneaking would do 3. Okay. Actually, I don't have to Linking Incursion. I could Catch a Ride. But Aggression Modulator is not going to do anything. So Linking Incursion it is! Cortex Hyperstimulator or Micro Assembler. I would like to keep this for Kaargra. Maybe. She's going to do a lot of damage if she comes into play. Micro Assembler, obviously, not too many heroes would actually want this. I guess, you know, we could give it to Legacy, and Legacy can get the Legacy ring for free, although she has it in hand. And it might have been put... Oh, it's the Legacy ring. It might have been put face down in front of her already. Well, let's see. Cortex Hyperstimulator. I'm going to hand that. So if I put this card into play, it doesn't count towards Chaos Lord. Guise knows he's the Chaos Lord. He doesn't need some meaningless title. Yeah, I'm just gonna hand both of these, and then I'm gonna play both of the ones. So micro assembler. I'll put it on legacy, briefly. And then we'll compulsion canister. I could put this on Dimkarn, and Dimkarn will hit TARDIS twice. That seems like fun. And I can get my canister back. Draw a Cortex Hyperstimulator. Alright, so let's inspire our presences. And then discard a card. I'll discard the legacy ring to move a legacy ring into play. That's funny. And yeah, we'll get a favor point. Bolster allies. Okay. I'm generally fond of Flesh to Iron Scholar. Especially with Scholar of the Infinite, he doesn't have HP recovery with his base card. I could also bring what you need, and we can start getting Scholar built up with a hand. There's not really much in the way of damage right now. That will certainly change. Let's bring what I need and get more options for later. The legacy ring brought itself. What? I don't suck. Who said I sucks? Who said I sucks? Yeah, that's good. Who said I sucks? I don't know who said it. I'm in a maze of mirrors right now and everything's echoing. Alright, we have another Flesh to Iron, but if I put it on the bottom of my deck, I could keep moving into it. Which is generally better than playing it, because then I could do something else. So I'll put Flesh to Iron on the bottom and draw the HP recovery ones. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this in the parse order, because parse says put one on the bottom and put the other two in your hand. But the Scholar order is put two of them in your hand and one on the bottom. And we get another bring what you need. World's biggest pool table. Attraction. At the end of the environment turn, deal the hero target with the highest HP and the villain target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage each. Hey! Free card play! Thorathian Monolith. Ongoing huge. When this card enters play, switch to Skyscrapers. Why am I reading this? This is a hero card. I don't generally read hero cards because there's too many of them. Title, the Indiscriminate. Title, when a target deals damage to multiple hero targets and multiple villain targets in the same turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Increase damage dealt by this target by 1. Bloodsworn Judgment. One shot. Each player destroys one of their ongoing or equipment cards. Flip the top card of the title deck and put it under the villain target with the highest HP with the title effect still visible. If there are no villain targets in play, discard it. So we're losing our things. Cold Snap by... we don't need that micro assembler. I'll keep the Thorathian Monolith for a bit, because that will stop some damage from happening. I guess I have another Inspiring Presence. I discarded my other Legacy Ring. I brought what I need. I don't need it anymore. Title, the Living Weapon. Title, when a hero destroys a target using their innate power, put this card under that hero character card, covering everything above this line. Increase damage dealt by this hero's innate power by 2. Dimkarn gets the Living Weapon. That is the other title that only heroes could get legally, and the villains can only get it if they cheat, but unlike Chaos Lord, that has no effect to the villains. Starry the Bloody. Gladiator. Whenever a non-villain target enters play, this card deals that target 2 sonic damage. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the second highest HP 2 sonic damage. Alright, well, both of these are going to Skyscraper, so it doesn't really matter. Skyscraper's going to play a card, though. Like Colossal Left Hook. Unfortunately, we don't have our thingy anymore. We don't have Inspiring Presence. But I could discard a card to play a card. But I don't want to. I could stop Tarnus from dealing that final point of damage to Skyscraper. Or I could damage Dimkarn with Compulsion Canister, or... I don't know, these cards don't really do much. Catch a Ride, and then... But there's no one I want to catch a ride with. They all smell. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, I wanted to be able to copy Inspiring Presence, but I can't do that right now. Unless I preemptively high-five. I will be that guy! Once you have Inspired Presence. I could take out Provocator Tarnus with, say, Cheese. Which will give this will give a favor point to the heroes, and we'll get a new title in play. Yeah, let's do that. The new title is Reckless. Title: when a target deals itself 3 or more damage in one turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. The first time this target is dealt damage each turn, this target regains 1 HP. I think Scholar likes that one. So we're seeing some discussion here about Mortal Form to Energy versus Flesh to Iron. But who loves the Solid to Liquid card? That's what I thought. No one does. I mean, it's nice when comboed with Mortal Form to Energy. By itself, it's sort of boring. Alright, I think Absolute Zero could get the Indiscriminate. I mean, he could easily get it, right? Because with Horfire, he could do damage to a hero target, he could deal damage to a villain target, then he deals himself damage, and then the base power deals damage to the remaining villain target that hasn't been hit. Solid to Liquid is a good card when you need to discard one. It's good fodder! It's one of those cards that you have to discard to keep Mortal Form to Energy in play. Alright, do I want to give the +1 to Absolute Zero? Absolute Zero likes having +1s, generally. I'm just thinking if I want... I mean, like, all of these heroes would benefit from a +1. But Absolute Zero can get it right now. So I'm going to give it to Absolute Zero because otherwise bad things happen. So let's hit Skyscraper. Nope, Nope, actually no, I can't get this because Skyscraper's making damage redirect in a bad way. So never mind, we're not Horfiring. Why would we Horfire? That's silly. Okay, we'll get it at some point in the future. I'll put out my Isothermic. And then I could use the fire damage to do things. Then... Dimkarn is holding a title that a hero would love to have, so we'll hit him. So we're currently huge, so if I wanted to play lots of links, I would have to switch. But huge is actually fine, because that's going to do damage to the gladiators. Skyscraper would potentially, you know, get the Indiscriminate, but we lost Inspiring Presence, so we don't have that +1. So we certainly want someone to deal themselves 3 damage at once. Scholar unfortunately can't really do that right now. Like, he could... No, actually, no, because the card I was thinking of is Grace Under Fire. No, it would. Okay, Grace Under Fire, he would be able to hit himself. But currently, Scholar has discarded 0 cards, and even with Inspiring Presence, he's only going to deal himself 2 damage. But I could utilize Compulsion Canister easily for that purpose. So I want to hold on to the canister. I want to probably hold on to Catch a Ride. So I think I'm just going to put the Cortex Hyperstimulator out. Just because. Nope, that's actually not the one I wanted it on. I wanted it on Dimkar, and he does more damage. Even though it only does 1 damage reduction, it's still something. It's not going to stop them from getting the favor point, though. Linking Incursion. Alright, so let's Inspire Presence again, because that is going to be key. And then Favor Point. Okay. So actually, if we're gonna get Scholar to have Reckless, we want him to be loaded with Mortal Form to Energy. So let's start that. Let's start this train moving. And I can actually destroy Dimkarn. So actually Cortex Hyperstimulator is not doing anything, but it's too late to change that. Like if I use Get Out of the Way, I can do it. I could also just bring what I need. How much damage could I do? This is gonna do... So I can still regain 2. So then I can do another 2 damage to Starry. I'm not doing 4 more damage at once, though, so it's sort of pointless. But... cool. Yeah, let's get out of the way. Get out of the way! And actually, I'm gonna get a favorite point. Titled Champion. Title. When a target destroys 3 targets in 1 turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Damage dealt by this target is irreducible. Alrighty. Mortal Form to Energy. So we can get the second one out. Unstable Midway. At the start of the environment turn, deal each target 2 psychic and 1 melee damage. Shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck and play the top card of the environment deck. If that card is an attraction, destroy this card. And Scholar wants to take damage. So I almost accidentally destroyed all the villain targets, but we only have 1 with 1 HP, so that's good. Title, the Unbreakable. Title, after a target is dealt 6 or more damage in 1 turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. If this target would be reduced to 0 or fewer HP, it instead regains 6 HP and destroys this card. So obviously Scholar wants that one. Trigon Rex, Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 3 hero targets with the highest HP, 1 fire damage, 1 cold damage, and 1 toxic damage each. Get back in there. 1 shot. Shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards to the top until 2 Gladiator cards are revealed. Put them into play, put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. Then, if Kaargra Warfang is not a target, flip her character card. Cool. So Dimkarn's back. Provocator Turnus is back, and Kaargra. So that's a favor point. I don't really want Nemesis damage. And this is going to be 2 favor points because 4 and 2 to multiples. Bloodsworn Judgment. So Kaargra is going to get a free title. Can we see what titles are still in the deck? There's a lot. Hopefully you do not get Seeker. That would be awful. So we lose this. Okay. Again. Alrighty, well, Inspiring Presence. Well, sorry, Legacy Ring. Sorry, Mortal Form the Energy. Alright. Title Stonejaw. When a target enters play, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Reduce damage dealt to this target by 1. So Kaargra gets that. So she's in play. And yes. So I'm just going to hit Scholar here. Skyscraper gets to play a card. Linking Incursion. Put the aggression modulator. If I try to put this in play, it's just gonna get destroyed. So we'll just put it in hand. Compulsion Canister. The first one's gonna redirect to Tarnis. So if I want to hit Kaargra with this, I need to target someone who is not Tarnis and not Kaargra. So like the Termi-Nation, and then you can redirect it to Kaargra. I guess whoever has a damage booster would be a good choice, or a hero target could potentially be a good choice. This pillow is stuck. There we go. The rest of this doesn't matter. Oh, it did matter. Oh, it did matter. Hold on. Hold on. That was a line of thinking I wasn't even thinking about. Okay, so Termi-Nation had the Compulsion Canister and dealt damage to multiple heroes and multiple non-heroes. So that was not a good choice. Stonejaw, of course, and then what? So Starry is the one we want to hit with that. When I did Skyscraper, did it forget the rest of this damage? Alright, so now this is the same choice. Put this in hand. Put this in play, but we could put this on Starry, because he only did damage to one target. So we're safe there. I think it skipped the rest of Skyscraper's damage. It did. My eyes aren't deceiving me, right? She was dealt 1 point of damage because we played the bottom card of her deck and then the game sort of forgot to deal her damage. So I'm not gonna do that. That's cheating. We're gonna do something different. Starry could hit Skyscraper. It's a time loop. But we are not in a time cataclysm anymore. Nope, we're still hitting Skyscraper. I tried really hard to prevent this bug from happening. But apparently Skyscraper is not going to be dealt. That's those next 2 points of damage that she should be being dealt. Thanks, John. Or no, never mind. It is going off. Okay, no, everything's fine. We already did the thing. Okay. Okay. Oh! Well, that sucks. Unbreakable... Oh, I guess that's okay. You're dealt 6 or more damage in 1 turn. Okay. Would have preferred Scholar to have that, but that's okay. Because we can put it into play by just trying to destroy Absolute Zero, which Absolute Zero is very good at doing. Alright, so the titles that are still in play now. The Indiscriminate, dealing damage to multiple heroes and multiple villains, which Absolute Zero can get. I think he can get that now. We couldn't previous turn because of Thorathian Monolith. Destroying a target using their innate power, which Absolute Zero can get if he takes out Starry. Or anyone can get, really. Well, not anyone, but... I mean, yeah. Skyscraper's Huge could get it, which would be pretty scary. Scholar could get it. Legacy could get it. Yeah, everyone could get it. Except for Guise, because he doesn't have a damage-dealing base power. Deal yourself 3 or more damage in 1 turn. So this one we want on Scholar. And then destroy 3 targets in 1 turn, which is kind of hard to get, and the effect isn't... I mean, I guess it would get past Kaargra's damage reduction. So I want to be careful with Horfire then. Actually, if I use Horfire, I'm gonna... Absolute Zero's gonna get the HP recovery one. So I don't really want to use that right away. I want to use Compulsion Canister on Scholar. Because when we have Inspiring Presence out, Scholar's going to deal himself 3 damage. Which is perfect. It's exactly what we want. So we can get Absolute Zero the... we can still get Absolute Zero to destroy Starry, provided that he does damage, although I can't. If we're going to not use Horfire for its... I mean, I guess it's not the worst if, like, Legacy gets it, but Skyscraper's Huge is gonna make her hit hero targets a lot more. Which, actually, if she hits herself, she plays a card. If she hits Scholar after he has the thing, then he regains HP and deals damage. So that's actually not a bad idea to have Skyscraper's Huge get it. Fortunately, we don't have Huge cards, so I can't do that either. So where does that put me with Guise? There's lots of cards I could do. I could... Oh yeah, I'm that guy. I don't necessarily need to, but I could. Actually, if I do that, yeah, then Channel would get that. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll get hit points. I think we can agree that there's multiple ways to play Scholar and not... There isn't only one way to play Scholar. And there's no best way either. The best way is to have every single card in play, and then he regains 4 HP and deals 4 damage 3 times. And he reduces damage dealt to him by however many you want. Alright, onboard module. Field freeze. Okay. I want... Nope. There's a Thermic, because we lost it. Apparently one of them's face down in front of me, though. Because there are only 2 copies in my deck. So maybe I don't want Isothermic. Maybe... Well, Field Freeze is going to do... Well, it's not going to do anything unless I destroy ongoing cards. I mean, I sort of don't want to... I could flip Absolute Zero's cards with Guise, now that I know there's an Isothermic in front of him, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a null point in hand. I guess it didn't really matter. I could have put the Isothermic and not played it. But we do know there's an Isothermic in front of us. We know there isn't a null point, so I'll put a null point out. And now I can't take out Starry, but I can get a favor point. I can't hit Kaargra either, because stupid Tarnus. Okay. So I don't need to Compulsion Canister Scholar. Cortex Hyperstimulator still seems wise. Catch a Ride seems wise. Or I could Linky Incursion, because I have a bunch of... Okay, yeah, we'll Linky Incursion. Let's see. Neutralizing Resonator, Rebounding Debilitator. Rebounding Debilitator, we could stop Kaargra from doing a big load of damage at least once, so that's good. Neutralizing Resonator would discard the top card of the villain deck, and then the ongoing effect doesn't really matter. It could matter if there were things we didn't want ongoing effects to last for. I guess we don't really want to see Fickle Fans. Because we're in the lead right now. And that would change if Fickle Fans came out. Let's see if we can discard a Fickle Fans. We discarded a Norm Hive-Minded. That's actually also good, because that's too many favor points for them. Legacy can't get the thing either. Stupid Tarnus! Making this harder than it needs to be. Let's just load up on Starry, redirect to Tarnus, and then deal damage to Tarnus. There you go. Double checking that there isn't one for... Yeah, okay, we didn't do too much damage. Cortex Hyperstimulator can go on Kaargra. What's in my trash? We have 2 links, don't we? Microassembler, Cortex Hyperstimulator. Let's still just get the Compulsion Canister back, since we have 2 of them in play and we'd like them back. Alright, so let's get cards. Proportionist is good. And then just... whatever. Okay. And actually, Proverbs and Axioms. Anyone could get the title they want. But no, let's get Mortal Form. Let's do this. Yeah! Reckless! And I'm not going to destroy Starry, but I will destroy Provocator Tarnus, and I will get that power one. Which is... I don't really like that Scholar has that. Can I undo this? Let's undo this. I don't like that Scholar has that. Because that is not as useful for him. Arg. Increased damage dealt by this innate power by 2. He would do himself 2 extra points of damage, which is great if he wants Scholar to take more damage. I mean, I guess... I mean, if he hits himself with Reckless, then he regains a hit point, and then Mortal Form to energy shenanigans. But I think it's just would be better on like Absolute Zero or Legacy when we can make sure that there's no self-damage. Even without discards, you hit yourself for 2 and deal 2. Okay. Yeah, because of Inspiring Presence. So we're not going to deal damage to Tarnus with Legacy. We have another Inspiring Presence though, so that's good. And then Mortal Form, and then the self damage for the title. And then whatever to Tarnus. There. Get out of the way! Alright. Well. So Tarnus is gone. Let's go ahead and have this one. Death Caller. After a target destroys a target without dealing damage to it, put this card under the surviving target, covering everything above this line. Whenever this target reduces another target to 3 or fewer HP, destroy that target. I don't think there's a way for that to happen in this game. Title the Seeker. When a target damages another target that has a damage-reducing effect, put this card under that target that dealt damage, covering everything above this line. When this target deals damage to a target, increase the next damage dealt to that target by 2. Also... Right, so actually, we are going to get a bottom card here, Linking Incursion. I feel like this has been like the card that she always does it. So, yeah, let's do this again. Maybe we'll discard the thing. Nope, Ashclaw Revelos. Fickle Fans is still in play. Alright, does Skyscraper even have any links in deck still? Nah, we'll give this to Absolute Zero. I don't know that Absolute Zero will actually use it, but we'll give it to Absolute Zero. Scholar regains hit point and Flesh to Iron. Except I can... Oh, no, right. Oh, right, yeah, okay, here we go. And I got the Seeker, because I damaged a target that has a damage-reducing effect. Oh, great. Actually, that's not even a good one for Scholar. Whatever. Whatever. You won't believe your eyes. At the start of the environment turn, each character card deals itself X psychic damage, where X equals the number of attractions in play. If fewer than 5 targets took damage this way, destroy this card. And that's going to happen immediately. Okay. This is not a good time for Inspiring Presence. All-Seeing Algebra. Attraction. At the end of each turn, one player may discard one card. If they do, they may reveal the top card of a deck. If the revealed card is a one-shot, put it into play now, otherwise put it back on top of that deck. Santa guys. If Scholar discards, it fuels up Channel. But he also has to discard from Mortal from the energy. And Channel with the thing isn't actually that good. I don't know. I think we're certainly going to reveal Scholar's deck. I could discard things that Skyscraper could put back into hand with her tiny power. I don't know that I wanted to discard Compulsion Canister, but I did. Scholar. We have a one-shot. Know when to turn loose! Oh well. There goes everything. Including the kitchen sink. Okay. The Mindbreaker. When a target is dealt damage by 5 different sources in one round, the first time this target is dealt damage each turn, this target deals each target 1 psychic damage. Things are getting crazier and crazier in this festival. Soulslayer Perith. Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 infernal damage. Whenever a target is destroyed by this card deals each non-villain target 2 infernal damage. Damage. Except it was prevented. I'll destroy it. And then this is gonna go through. Impassable Andolin. Gladiator. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero character card with the most cards in play 3 melee damage. And again, we're gonna get this bug. Explosive reveal. Ooh. I could deal lots of damage right now. There are 5 villain targets. Yeah, I don't need that neutralizing resonator. Compulsion canister, I could draw both from my trash now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for maximum mayhem. Yeah, because each of those instances of 2 and 2 are gonna get us favor. Because we have 2 plus 2, so this is gonna do. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're having lots of fun in the fun house. This is a pretty fun explosive reveal, except I guess Dimkarn is now immune to damage. Womp womp. Oh no! We can't win the game while she's flipped. She's only at 8. That's... Oh, and this is Impassable Anduin has a damage reduction. Oh well. C'est la vie. And then Scholar's going to regain a hit point. And then we can do this. Scholar has no cards. We need to change that. We get keep moving. Ooh boy. Alright, we'll get another mortal form to energy. And his hand's empty. Alright, he's at 5. He's alive! Alright. Do I want to copy Inspiring Presence again? Actually, if I do that, Scholar regains a hit point, and he'll deal 3 damage twice. That seems best. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Legacy still. I'll go ahead and just, whatever, choose for me. And now, increase the next damage dealt to Kaargra by 2. And then, increase the next damage dealt to Kaargra by 2. No, I don't need to give more presents. We got this. Scholar, go! Grace under fire! Oh yeah. Yeah, so using I can do that too on Santa Guys, you can use both powers in one turn. I was aware of that, but I wanted to maximize Scholar's HP recovery and damage increase effects. But hey, that was pretty fun. Kaargra didn't really do too many threatening things, but at least we got some fun shenanigans out of that. Alright, it is 8:51. So, let's try for a third game. Hopefully it'll be a fast one. Yeah. So, I'm mashing the classic versus team button repeatedly, and we are getting team. I'm mashing the randomize button repeatedly, and we're getting Baron Blade, Biomancer, Proletariat versus Prime Wardens, Captain Cosmic, Setback, and America's Newest Legacy, and Tomb of Anubis. And the way that I've been doing this is to randomize these guys individually to get standard Baron Blade. I am mashing the right button, that's good. You're getting advanced Biomancer. Wait, is that? Oh, what? What? Oh no, it is working. Okay, it's when you switch. This is just a visual bug. But if I switch this and I move here, it says standard, but it still says advanced, but Proletariat is standard. Okay, so it is doing what I think it's doing. This is advanced Proletariat. Yeah, and it was okay. All right. So, Standard Baron Blade, Advanced Biomancer, Advanced Proletariat versus Prime Wardens, Captain Cosmic, Setback, and America's newest legacy in her repeat appearance in Tomb of Anubis. At long last, the world shall truly tremble in the clutches of Baron Blade. I do apologize for that accent. From the cosmos of realms beyond, your villainy shall go no farther. That was me trying to... Okay, no. Just ignore it. I'm here to play games, not try to pretend I'm other people. Prime Warden's Captain Cosmic has Autonomous Blade, Dynamic Siphon, and 2 harsh offenses. Setback has a Fumbling Fool, High-Risk Behavior, Karmic Retribution, and Reckless Rush. America's newest legacy has Inspiring Presence, Lead from the Front, Surge of Strength, and Takedown. So, Baron Blade, Villain, Evolved Madman. Setup: at the start of the game, Baron Blade enters play Evolved Madman side up. Genetically fused physique is put into play. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until a device is revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Gameplay: at the end of Baron Blade's villain turn, Baron Blade deals the hero target with the lowest HP and himself 2 melee damage. If he's incapacitated, at the start of Baron Blade's villain turn, each hero target deals itself 1 toxic damage. We have Biomancer, Villain, Flesh Molder. Setup: at the start of the game, Biomancer enters play Flesh Molder side up. Cards are revealed from the top of Biomancer's deck until 2 targets are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into Biomancer's deck. Gameplay: the first damage dealt to Biomancer each turn is reduced by 2. At the end of Biomancer's turn, Biomancer and each Flesh Child regain 2 HP. Advanced: at the start of Biomancer's turn, if there are 3 or fewer villain targets in play, the top card of Biomancer's deck is played. That's pretty tame for Advanced. Incapacitated: increased damage dealt to hero targets by 1. It doesn't really combo well with Baron Blade, does it? Proletariat, Villain, the Everyman. Setup: at the start of the game, Proletariat enters play the Everyman side up. 2 cards named Proletariat are put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. Gameplay: whenever this card would be dealt non-psychic damage, redirect that damage to the clone card with the lowest HP. At the end of Proletariat's turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. Advanced: at the end of Proletariat's turn, move a clone card from Proletariat's trash into play. So all of the clones! Incapacitated: at the start of Proletariat's turn, shuffle the hero trash with the most cards into its associated deck. Pretty tame. Okay. So, Genetically Fused Physique. Ongoing. Reduce damage dealt to Baron Blade by 1. At the end of Baron Blade's turn, Baron Blade regains 2 HP. And the best card ever! Impulsion Beam. Device: each player cannot play more than 1 hero card per turn. Each hero cannot use more than 1 power per turn. Why would you want those things? They're silly. Termi-Nation. Flesh Child. At the end of Biomancer's turn, this card deals each hero target 2 lightning damage. And Homunculus, Flesh Child. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of Biomancer's turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. And then we have Proletariat, Clone. At the start of Proletariat's turn, the Proletariat character card deals itself 1 psychic damage. At the end of Proletariat's turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. And we get a second clone. Empyrean, Nemesis. At the end of Baron Blade's turn, this card deals itself and each non-villain target 1 energy damage. If Captain Cosmic is active in this game, and he is for once, reduce energy damage dealt to this card by 1. Fun. Okay. This is fine. It's actually sort of fine. Termi-Nation is terrible. I guess it's only 2 lightning damage. Only 2? I guess Autonomous Blade on Legacy would take out Termi-Nation, but we also have things like the Impulsion Beam stopping us. And I wish we had ongoing destruction, which we don't until Setback gets it. And with the Propulsion Beam, Setback cannot use his base power to play a card. So that's fun. Well, if I play a construct and it gets destroyed, if I use Absorption, we can play a card or draw a card. Which obviously we can't play more than one card in a turn, but I could put out a construct. Temper-Nation is probably, well, it's going to damage it, so Dynamic Siphon would trigger. Homunculus is highest. Biomancer doesn't have immediate damage dealing effects. I could also play Harsh Offense and maybe reveal a bunch of constructs. But no, let's get something out there so that Cosmic could counter destruction. So let's Dynamic Siphon Legacy. I think that's the best. So yeah, Prime Wardens, Captain Cosmic, I sort of like him. He really shines when like he has a bunch of constructs out there that are gonna get destroyed, but it takes time to build up to that point. So he's certainly slower than a normal Captain Cosmic. Oh, good. The Carbon Adept, Fleshchild. At the start of Biomancer's turn, destroy 2 hero ongoing cards. Excellent. Well, I was thinking of just hitting Temper-Nation, but the key to Vengeance games is knowing who to prioritize. Like, so Legacy is Baron Blade's nemesis and can do extra damage to Baron Blade, but he is going to regain that back. Biomancer has a -2, which sucks, and it would help if this were the second instance of damage, which wouldn't get the -2. Proletariat's going to redirect, and I'm honestly not too worried about Proletariat. I always just sort of leave him till last, because he's only terrible if he gets Everyman's Strength. The Flesh Children can get annoying. There are certainly a few of them. They don't have damage reduction. Impulsion Beam sucks. Yeah, let's get rid of Impulsion Beam. That actually sucks the most right now. Temper-Nation. I'm gonna figure out how to weather that storm. We'll figure it out someday. Okay. So. Do I want to play one of these cards or do I want to play a random card? That's the basic question. I don't think high-risk behavior is worth it. Especially in Vengeance. I mean, like, it's awesome if it's like, I'm gonna do a super blow, but it's pretty scary when, you know... Although, I guess I could put it in play just to be able to add tokens for free, because it's not gonna activate until I have 3 tokens. But Carbon Adept's gonna destroy it, so it doesn't really matter. Karmic Retribution's not going to do anything. Reckless Rush would do damage and add tokens. Now, let's be risky. I like risk. Remove any number of tokens, draw that many cards. Do I want to keep these tokens for now, or do I want more cards? I want more cards. Oops, sorry. Perfect. Alright, so discard. We have to discard 2 to regain 2 across the board. That undoes Temper-Nation. I'm gonna discard a Harsh Offense. I'm gonna lose that high-risk behavior. I just think it's a bit unlikely I'm gonna do it. Don't know if you can hear that dog, but there's a dog. I think Vernal Sonata just showed up. Hermetic, Nemesis. At the end of Proletariat's turn, each hero target deals itself 1 infernal damage. Scholar is not active in this game. But now Dynamic Siphon goes off again. So we can do more damage to the Impulsion Beam. Okay. So it's not really a wise idea to play ongoing cards if Carbon Adept's gonna destroy them. I can't even play Takedown to great effect. It will stop Baron Blade and only Baron Blade. I don't really want to play these cards if they're just gonna get destroyed. I don't need to inspire a presence. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to those. Because I can destroy the Impulsion Beam without any boosters. And now I can risk to great effect. Cast into the Underworld. Increase damage dealt by environment targets by 1. At the start of the environment turn, if there are 3 or more environment cards in play, destroy this card. Alright, that's a pretty boring first play, but okay. Regression Darts. 1 shot. Baron Blade deals the 2 hero targets with highest HP, 1 toxic damage each. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of Baron Blade's turn. Sorta sucks. Oh no! Dynamic Siphon went off, but Legacy can't deal damage! You bested me this time, Baron Blade! Dynamic Siphon is gonna get destroyed. So what should I do? Energy Bracer on Legacy with lead from the front seems wise. I could also play that on my turn now. Do I want Autonomous Blade out? Presently, Captain Cosmic is the only hero that can deal damage, so he probably wants to play Harsh Offense so that he could actually we could do something this round. Yes. I'm gonna play my... No, I'm not gonna play my Energy Bracer because you're gonna deal damage to it right now. So I'm gonna play my Harsh Offense right now. And I'm gonna do a whopping 2 damage. Except, whoops, sorry is gonna... It's gonna destroy my construct. Okay, I guess I don't need to play it right away. Reduced. Yeah, and then anything I do to these... Constructs, why? Maybe if I do Autonomous Blade first. No, that's not gonna do it. I could do 4 damage to something. But then they'll regain 2. Maybe Harsh Offense was not the answer. Well, I couldn't have known it. If I revealed 3 constructs, I would do 6 damage, so I don't want to really offset that. But I do... Alright, so we're definitely going to use Whoops Sorry, I believe, because we need to get rid of Genetically Fused Physique. So seeing as Baron Blade is the only one who actually will keep the damage, I'm going to hit Baron Blade. So, there are no constructs in play, right? That doesn't even say that there are any in play. Yeah, there are none in play. I'm just gonna skip and get more cards. Because, I mean, I guess I could play a construct just for it to get destroyed by Setback, and then I could play something else. I'm not gonna bother with that. Friend or foe, 1 shot. The hero target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. Oh no! Legacy can't deal damage! Looks like you didn't best me after all, Baron Blade. I feel like those damage dealing effects look a bit more different than they used to. Alright, whoops, sorry. Destroy Genetically Fused Physique. Add tokens. Now I can play a card. Wrong time and place. No! Setback! You're not helping things! Regroup and recover. One shot. Destroy all clone cards. Proletariat regains 3 HP for each clone destroyed this way. Play the top card of Proletariat's deck. And I think he's going to get back one of them from his advanced rule anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Everyman's strength! No! Why? Ongoing. Increased melee damage dealt by the Proletariat with the highest HP by X, where X equals 7 minus the number of Proletariats in play. Sweet. I'm just going to throw this on Setback. Because it's going to redirect to Setback anyway. And then Proletariat, so damage. I don't even know. And this sucks now, because I don't have ongoing destruction anymore, so I think my priorities just shifted. Well, this sort of sucks. Dare I take down? Nah, still, ongoings are still gonna get destroyed. Alright, now this is the time for Inspired Presence. Legacy can't deal damage, but we have Inspired Presence. Magi, Mummy. Reduce damage dealt to environment targets by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 1 melee damage. +1 by cast into the underworld, so... I don't think we have enough tokens to redirect this, right? Setback's going to take all the hero damage. Yeah. Okay. Setback, that was the wrong time and place for that. Oh man, oh well. You can now hit Proletariat directly. Vengeful Assault. One shot. Baron Blade deals the hero with the most cards in play 3 melee damage. Increased damage dealt by villain targets by 1 until the start of Baron Blade's turn. Well, Setback is... Actually, Setback is almost dead. And actually, it doesn't really matter. This choice doesn't matter. I don't have a say in this. That's gonna redirect to Setback. And then Setback's out. Should have left those socks at home. Okay. Well, now Setback can let a hero use a power, play a card, or discard the top card of every deck. And we kind of need to deal with Proletariat right now, because we've lost our only hero who had ongoing destruction. Do we even have ongoing destruction in the incaps? Nope. So, every man's strength is permanent. So let's get rid of Proletariat ASAP. Potent Disruption. Oh, never mind. That's not the one I was thinking. I lost both of those. Harsh Offense was the one I was thinking. Okay. I can't do anything. Ooh, Flying Smash. Okay, Autonomous Blade on Legacy. Maybe something good can happen from this. Or Inspiring Presence got destroyed. Right. Right. Okay. Homunculus is out. Damage. Damage. Alright, so now Legacy plays a card? Yeah, we'll play something. We'll play Flying Smash. This is not gonna do it. But at least I hit Proletariat to 15, so I have that going for me. Hit Baron Blade. Hit Biomancer. Overwhelm the Mighty. One shot. Each Proletariat deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 irreducible melee damage, increased by 7. Increased by 7. Increased by 7. Are we even going to survive? Oh, if Legacy deals herself damage, then we can deal damage to... Oh, there's a Proletariat in play now. I can't stop Hermetic, but I can stop Proletariat. And then Autonomous Blade destroys itself, so... Potent Disruption still does nothing. Yes! I shall play an Energy Bracer so Captain Cosmic doesn't take that point of damage. I could play this on Setback when he's in-capped. That seems smart. I mean, I know what... yeah. Oh. Okay. Destroy the Energy Bracer then. It's okay, I have another one, I think. I do, I have another one. Can't stop the Energy Bracer train. And take out that Proletariat again. And the environment wins the game. The Challenge of Fire. I was right. The environment wins the game. Trial. At the end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 fire damage. Then, if you're somehow still reading this, you're doing something wrong. I'm just gonna end my misery. Good game. Every man's strength is what killed it. Although I sort of led myself there when I played my only ongoing destruction card before we even saw Every Man's Strength. I think I'm gonna let this be the closing music, because how often do you hear Vengeance victory themes? So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 3 games, although only one of them ended in victory. If you just tuned in, this is the every Thursday night feature on Handelabra Games, also known as Dolphins Dive. I am Lou Dolphin, and if you liked what I did, you can follow me on Twitch personally by twitch.tv/LouDolphin is my channel. If you like my style of conversation or something, you can follow me on Twitter at LouDolphin21. If you like seeing these sorts of videos, you can follow me on YouTube, searching for Lou Dolphin, or my user account is Saparogo for old reasons. If you like this channel, or if you want to get more content, you can follow Handelabra Games directly on Twitch, or on YouTube, or on Facebook, or on Twitter. But probably not MySpace. I don't think they have a MySpace account, or a Friendster, or any of those things that used to exist. Other features that this stream features include Sentinels Live on Tuesdays with some demoing of new content, such as the Extreme Prime Wardens. And every Sunday there's Tales from the Archive, which is a story-themed stream featuring another letdown. And I think that's it. Peace. Where's my... oh, it's over. There it is.